Okay, we're going to turn to the right. I'm just going to drive around the perimeter the way you came in from the entrance, just to get yourself a bit comfortable. It's obviously all slow speed. Tip is work out where the gears are, yeah, so that you sort of have a little play with where the gearbox is, where everything is, so you know where it is without having to look at it.
Yeah.
Because that's what normally comes unstuck with people. You only got one sighting lap.
Yeah.
And then one quicker lap.
Right.
So normally what happens is people just try and go too fast into stuff.
Yeah.
You've all seen on the programme, haven't you? Sort of masses of understeer, lots of steering,
Yeah.
and the car's just slowing down. Okay, so you're trying to get away with as little steering as you can get away with.
I think front wheel drive is braking in a straight line, isn't it, as well?
Absolutely, yeah. Try and get all your braking in a straight line. The main problem is when you're braking, because all your weight, you know, from riding a bike, all the weight goes forward.
Yeah, it goes
so of course, you've got a car, is it? All right. I was looking at that.
No,
See a bike
definitely
or a
car,
yeah. So you know that when you're braking, all the weight's going forward. So of course, all the weight's off the rear wheels, and if you then try and turn, that's when the rear tyres are going to go. You know, as an example, on a Bentley, there's only about 40 kilos left on those back tyres when you're at maximum braking. That's a 2.5 ton car.
Yeah. The steering wheel's quite oddly weighted in there as well.
Yeah, it's a reasonably priced car. It's got reasonably priced steering.
With the forward leg brake,
yeah, just nice and steady. Normal rules apply all around here. Everyone else is doing their day job, so. I take it you're a fan of the show.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been trying to get tickets for the show to actually come watch the show live for years.
They're like rocking horse dropping.
Yeah. We've been trying, me and my wife's been trying for probably, well, give on 4 years or so.
Yeah.
My best mate applied like last year and got first set. I was like, you bastard.
Just wait a minute. Comfy in the seat? Yeah.
Yeah.
See where the Mini's gone?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn left there, so if you give everyone a signal, just say we're coming down here. Nice and steady through here. And we're going to turn to the right. There may be people coming from our left, there's a Land Rover over there, but that looks alright. It's still a live runway, so every so often there'll be planes landing, so hopefully not with us on it. Park up behind the other cars, so you can see them straight ahead of you. Just get a feel for the steering, get a feel for the brakes, where the brakes and that are, pedal gears. So it's Rob, isn't it? What's your last name, Rob?
Bath.
Bath?
Bath, yeah, he's in the police.
Sorry, the
He's in the police, Bath.
Bath, the place. I thought you said the police.
No,
Right. What are you doing, waterboarding? Yeah, we'll just wait up behind him. So we're going to do one practice lap with their hazards on. We're going to come round and then start their quick lap. This car may well go, as we see the other one coming back the other way, this car may well go and do their practice lap. So you've had to go on the simulator?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of seen it. It's a very flat, it's a typical airfield place, so it's really difficult to spot some of the stuff. So, you know, I do want you to have a good time. I want you to get a good time. As I say, most people try and go too fast into corners, and then they just end up understeering. Everything's sort of clicking away. They can't get back on the power. They can't unwind the steering. They've got nothing left, and then they just lose time all the way down the next straight. So your trick is to try and get as quicker time, quicker speed out of the corner.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. So if we just park up here, and we'll just wait for these guys to finish. Yeah, so obviously if I say sort of brake, think about braking, and we'll talk it through at relatively low speed the first lap. Get really pay attention to where you are in the corner, where you're going to be braking, where you're going to be looking, and because it's going to be important because you only get the one chance to have a look. So, and as usual, it's always the same. Do you do many track days and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've done a few this year. Actually, this year's the first time I've sort of started doing track days because predominantly I'm short ovals, short tarmac oval racing.
Yeah.
And yeah, this year I've not been able to do so much of the round, so I sort of took the option to not do the full championship and actually go and do some little bits as and when it suited me. So I've done this year I've done Brands Hatch, Cadwell Park, Snetterton.
All right, yeah.
And I've done like Mallory Park and Rockingham and stuff in the past as well. So
nice.
I've actually got this is a last minute thing where one of the other guys near the car basically paid for it, and a couple of guys had dropped out.
Oh,
So
cool.
I'm going to Rockingham tomorrow to do the Rusty Wallace race experience on NASCAR.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
provided the weather's right.
Yeah.
Went about a month ago. I booked 2 sessions, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Did the one in the morning and came off, and then just getting in for the session in the afternoon, and it started raining, so they cancelled it. Don't run in the wet.
Well, I suppose there's a fairly good reason for that, isn't there?
Well, I race mini NASCAR, 2/3 scale NASCAR,
Yeah.
and we actually had Hosier make a set of wets for us. But it's American formula, so in America they wouldn't run in the wet, but over here we just sort of said, look, it's worth engineering a set of wets for us.
We live in Britain. What do you expect?
And actually our wets are so good that if it's proper torrential rain, our wets are as quick as our slicks in the dry.
My goodness.
So they've spent a long time engineering them, got it right, and they are right. The problem is if the track does dry, you can rinse a set of tyres in about 10 laps.
Yeah.
And on a short oval, some of those ovals can be 300 metres long, so in 3,000 metres you can do a set of tyres.
Yeah. Yes. So see that black one coming through here. So as he goes through and past us, we'll set off on our practice lap. That fast one there, we'll wait for him to go through. You can see how much understeer it generates.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go, Rob. Down here, so get yourself over to the right. There's some sets of tyres here. We're looking towards the third set round. So 1, 2, 3. Aim for those and brake, and then you're looking to clip obviously the red and white paint. It's a little bit early. So see how it's going round to the left. So yeah.
See where it's going.
Absolutely. Then. So round to the left. See what I mean about how difficult it is. Over to the right. And then clip through here towards the tyres. Go to the left of the tyres. And then it's a hard right. You're going to follow the lines all the way round, looking over there, getting yourself over to the right now. So, see where the zebra crossing is? Just after that's a solid white line, that's where you're braking really. Just going to brake down into the hammerhead, so it's a left and a tight right. So hard on the brakes, left and right through these flapping curves. You see how tight it's going to go, so all the way you're just bleeding speed out, so unwind your steering, get over to the grass, let it run out. This is the follow through, so we're turning right. Yeah, so we're turning right, so just take it steady through the initial one. Turning right, aiming over towards those tyres over there. So that's the tyre wall, so you're going to go between the tyres and the grass and turning left. So left over there. To brake at the 100-metre board. Brake hard and turn at the 50 board. Turn, 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 turn. Aiming for that cone. Turn, turn, turn. See how much speed bleeds off there. Then brake hard. Turning hard left. Yeah. And then across she goes. So this is your fast one. Where it's going, you're going hard left, following that red paint. That's it, all the way around there. Unwind that steering. Going hard right. Look round to your right, all the way round, all the way round. Try and unwind that steering. Over to the right. Line yourself up nice and early. Try and get all your braking done and then get it turned in. Brake at that solid line hard. 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 There you go, look round. Look where you want to go. Look where you want to end up, not where you are now. Let it run out. Unwind that steering. We're turning right, so look over towards those tyres over there. That's where you're going. That's it. Try and unwind the steering if you can. That 100-metre board, you should be on the brakes when we get there. Get that speed off. Get the speed off. Off, 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 off. That's it. Ooh.
That went P-Tom
Okay.
right at the end,
Yeah.
didn't it? Oh, forgive me, yeah? That went proper P-Tom at the end, didn't it?
Okay. That was an absolute classic, that was.
Yeah.
See what I mean about the speed on the way in?
It's surprising how easy that is to misjudge the speed as you go in, isn't it? Oh dear, dear, dear.
Right, so we take 3 seconds off because I'm in the car.
Right.
So it's a 1:49.